The two most important tools in Fusion are the loader for importing footage and the saver for exporting it. You can add a loader using the bin icons as you see here, or choosing Tools, I/O, Loader. A file dialog opens allowing you to select clips from your hard drives, including ProRes movie files. You can also drag a file directly from a file window to the flow graph area. When you do this, the loader node is automatically created and the image sequence is imported as a single clip. To see information about the imported file, you can hover the mouse pointer over the node. A tooltip pops up showing you the name of the file, frame size, pixel aspect, and color bit depth. In the control panel, files dynamically show and hide options. For instance, the QuickTime file we imported earlier does not have any file format options. However, the OpenEXR file includes options for mapping the EXR channels into Fusion's image channels and displaying those channels in the viewer. When importing RAW files, like this one from a Blackmagic Ursa Mini 4.6K camera, you have control over the RAW debayering, including white balance, exposure compensation, and other RAW settings. Other tabs contain controls for color depth, pixel aspect ratio, as well as how Fusion interprets the alpha channel embedded in the file. At the top of the loader's controls are the global in and out handles. Here you decide the start and end point of your clip. For a more visual method of trimming, you can use the timeline. Dragging the mouse pointer from the start or from the end of the timeline track will trim frames from the head or tail of the clip. Dragging in the center slides the clip in time. When your project is finished, you can add a saver node to export the composition. To add the saver, select the last node in the flow graph. Then, from the I/O subcategory in the Tools menu, choose Saver. A file dialog opens allowing you to select where to save the rendered results. You can also enter the name for the saved file. If you type a file extension, the available options for that format will be displayed automatically in the controls area. For instance, the .mov typed at the end of the file name causes the QuickTime settings to be displayed in the controls area. To output multiple formats, add additional savers. In this example, the saver can be placed within the flow graph to save an intermediate element separately, like the composite of this ship. Savers, like all tools in Fusion, can be saved to the bin, allowing you to create presets of common export configurations. Once your savers are set up in the flow graph, you can set the render start and end frames under the time ruler, then click the render button to begin rendering. For the ultimate in rendering performance, Fusion Studio includes both disk and RAM caching and unlimited distributed network rendering, so your previews and final renders are completed as quickly as possible.